Yeah, yeah. So I want to give y'all a view of that water back there. Look at that, man. You see that? Yeah, we out here on the ocean, man. Just in the middle of the ocean. But yeah, I gotta enjoy life, man.
You know what I'm saying? Now I want to go back home and live at home with my mama. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't ready.
Yo, I saw a shirt on the ship the other day. It said adulting, and then it had the stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like the first star, like one. Adulting, like they having a hard time.
It's because it is. Because it is hard. I'm 51 years old, and let me explain. It took me a minute. To get to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no overnight situation.
Yeah.
I went through making decisions, bad decisions, going through, realizing I had to overcome those things with a wife. You know what I'm saying? And all of my bad decisions before her, I had to get past it. This ain't, you ain't gonna get over this stuff quick. You gotta map your way through. So all I'm saying is in a nutshell, is that know yourself, be honest with yourself, and then when you bring somebody into your situation, be honest with them, what you can and what you cannot do.
Welcome to the Nasheed Jackson podcast. I'm your host, Nasheed Jackson, and so I was at dinner last night with some friends, man, and we got really into some conversation. We got into feelings and emotions in a relationship. And it was brought up that women want to be vulnerable in a relationship. But it's hard for women to be vulnerable in a relationship because they can't get the... I'm sorry. Okay, I got somebody here to help me out with this conversation, right? One of the friends that I was on... Yes, you. One of the friends that I was with at dinner is Felicia. And Felicia, could you... Hey, we on vacation, y'all. We on vacation, so, she see the mic. It's like, what's going on? But anyway... Could you really get into you said that there was a question, but you wasn't going to ask the question at dinner. But it was about women wanting to be vulnerable in relationships, but they can't let go of their independence. Could you explain that anymore?
And I can't remember the question, but we did talk about women wanting to be vulnerable to our mates, but can't be because we're so independent. So it's like, we teeter with vulnerability and independence. And one of the things we was talking about was how not everybody, but as a whole of women, we tend to pick men that we want to be vulnerable with, but we hold on to our independence because they don't allow us to be vulnerable, meaning they depend on us more than we depend on them.
Is that with just the new generation, or is that just men overall?
Well,
not you say not with everybody.
I'm not a new generation, so I wouldn't. This is coming from past experiences, so it's not it's a generational curse. That's a generational curse. So it's not just the new generations; it's generations passed down to generations passed down. I think our generation is trying to teach the generation that doesn't listen that this is not what you want. Don't be like us. Do better. But how do we get that across?
And so I'm really, talking to the men, the men who, listen to my channel. It is important for men to, would you say that it's important for men to take the lead?
Absolutely. I think that probably in all religions that men are to be the shepherd of their flock. So I think that it's very important that men take the lead. I don't believe in sometimes we have to be as mates, we are helpmates. So women are helpmates. So I believe this part, but I don't believe that everything is a 50-50. Men should be the maintainers of their families. That sometimes necessarily doesn't have to do
With
a lot with
financial.
financial, but they need to be the maintainers of their family. Women don't mind if the men is leading, chipping in or helping or what have you. But something men say often, Nasheed, is I'll help you out with the bills. You know what I'm saying? So financially, that's a big thing, and that's what we stick on because well, I'll help you out this month with rent, or I helped you out with rent. I helped you out with the electric. I helped you out. That's not our position. That is the leadership. We want to give it, we good. You know what I'm saying? And most of us, 99%, we got it. You know, we got y'all backs, but we need leadership. We need that leadership, not financial, not just financial, for children, our decision making and everything like that, and we don't get that.
Yeah, I think it's really because us men, we don't know how to lead, most of us, and it's because of the lack of fathers that was in the home.
Absolutely,
and
I
if
agree.
the father was there, he was doing what you said.
Right.
I'll help you with this. I'll help you with that, and he was in and out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As a young, how do we fix this generational curse, in your opinion?
I go back to, and it's coming easy because I listened to some people before, but I'll go back to it, that we have to step back as women and take our role given to us as well. And let me give you an example. Remember talking to a sister one day, and I don't remember what we were doing, but she stopped me and said, don't do it. And let's just make something real easy, carrying the bags in the house.
Okay.
She said, don't do it. I said, why not? I'm helping him. She said, because if you step into his role and do it, he's going to expect you to do it all the time. So when we start these relationships with our mates and we step in the role of always being the one, no, I got it, I'm going to treat this time. Or no, I got it, I'm going to pay the bills this time. No, I got it. Your mind is conditioned. She got me. I ain't got, I can do this because she got me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think necessarily it's always bad. Like, they not thinking I'm getting over on her. I just think they be like, well, this month I'm short on the mortgage or the rent or something. She got it. I'm not going to worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So we have to step into our roles and be like, hold up. We can't always try to be the man. You just got to,
Well, you said it earlier. You have to try to let go of your independence.
we have to let go of our independence of trying to be the leader of the house.
But I get it, though.
Yeah.
I get it because he may not be there long, and then you stuck trying to depending on somebody else. Like it's always keep that point that you got. Keep that point that you got. But I want to, because I got somebody else who who was at dinner last night. Who want to get into it. Zay. He was at dinner last night and he got a point. But I want to try to get this point. But for especially for women who has been in relationships for a long time, and then they get out of those relationships, and it's like they're trying to find their footing on just getting stuff right because they was in that relationship depending on that man for such a long time, and then it goes wrong. After they get their footing and try to get back in the relationship, I get it. It's hard to let go of that independence because you don't want what just happened to happen again.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get it. So, for us as men, I feel like we really need to, stand up and be leaders in the relationship because
we definitely need it. We need it for our children. More importantly, we need you. We want it. This is what we crave. We need you. We want that. We don't mind struggling. The best relationships, and there's ladies around this table too, and I'm sure they'll tell you the best relationship is a struggle relationship when y'all in it together. When y'all doing it together, the best when you doing it together. Not I'm struggling and you doing your thing. But
Right.
if we struggling together, if I'm eating peanut butter and you eating jelly, it is the best relationship.
Yeah.
We need you.
I've heard it.
We will rock with you. But don't put all of that on us. We want to be vulnerable too.
Y'all heard it. All right, so there was it was couples at the table last night, and we really got into it. One of the men at the table was Zay. You got something you want to share on this topic?
Of course, why not?
All right, hold on.
Hello, my name is Z. I kind of piggyback off of what she was saying was that going into a relationship, it kind of works both ways. Like for men have to be honest about the level that they are on before the woman comes into the relationship. Because if the man is not on, standing up, being head of the household because he doesn't know how, then that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets into the first stages of being around each other, being together, getting to know one another type deal. But everybody put the mask on. Oh, I can handle this, I can handle that. And so it misleads them, the women, and thinking that, oh, he got me,
Right.
type thing. And not most times, because they're smart. They can kind of see through the whatever. But some women don't, and they get misled. As well with the women, they can say that they're a certain type, this, that, and the third, but then the men be misled. But I also think that that's the biggest thing, is just being upfront about what you're capable of doing for the woman. And the same thing, vice versa. What you have to offer. But you have to be mindful and be truthful to yourself about those things when you're choosing. Because you do find yourself, if you choose for money and he ain't got no money, or she ain't, however it goes, then you're in trouble. Because now in the relationship you was depending on that brother to take care of it, but he don't know how to. He misled you to believe that he could, but he can't.
And I think a lot of times they probably do. It's I'm in love. I'm in love, so I can take care of her. You want to, but you're feeding yourself off emotions and not
really
not
thinking
about it.
thinking that through.
It's like dreams. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Like, don't get me wrong. I've always wanted to be like my grandfather. I watched my grandfather take care of his family, period. He took care of my grandmother, he took care of my mother, he took care of he took care of everybody. And he went to work every day and he didn't complain about it. But what I saw him do as a man, I picked that up and was like, I wanted to be like that. But then when it came, when I first had my first son, I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't ready to take care of no child, but I had no choice at this point because I stepped into, how your parents say, stay in a child's role. Stay in a child's role until you're ready. I don't even really hear that no more.
Man, you don't hear that no more.
But stay in a child's role. Stay in a child's role.
Yeah.
Don't come over here because this ain't what you want. But until we get over there and being hard-headed, and then it really ain't what we wanted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till I leave out of here and I get my own. I want to get that back. I want to take that back. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to go back home and live at home with my mama. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't ready.
Yo, I saw a shirt on the ship the other day. It said adulting, and then it had the stars.
Yeah.
Rating.
Yeah.
And it was like the first star, like one. They keep adulting. Like they having a hard time.
It's
Adulting,
because it is. Because it is hard. I'm 51 years old, and let me explain. It took me a minute. To get to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no overnight situation.
Yeah.
I went through making decisions, bad decisions, going through, realizing I had to overcome those things with a wife. You know what I'm saying? And all of my bad decisions before her, I had to get past it. You ain't gonna get over this stuff quick. You gotta map your way through. So all I'm saying is in a nutshell, is that know yourself, be honest with yourself, and then when you bring somebody into your situation, be honest with them, what you can and what you cannot do. And that will make the difference in the relationship. Give them the opportunity to say, I want to deal with that, or I don't want to deal with that.
Right. My man. Thank you so much, man, because that goes like back to what I really teach is that don't lie to him. be honest with them, man. You know what I'm saying? Let them make the decision on whether they want to mess with you or not. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, yeah. So I want to give y'all a view of that water back there. Look at that, man. You see that? Yeah, we out here on the ocean, man, just in the middle of the ocean. But yeah, I gotta enjoy life, man. Let's say for me, what made me become a good leader, I believe, for my folk, is the woman that I had, my wife, for like a long time. How long we been together?
30 years.
For 30 years, she let me make mistakes in my relationship. And from making those mistakes, bumping my head a lot of times, I understood what to do and what not to do. You know what I mean? So, is there any advice that my wife of 30 years would like to give to dudes? You don't want to say nothing?
I want to ask a question.
Oh,
For y'all too.
okay.
Ever, and if I'm getting personal, just say it, but I just think that it's good advice.
Okay.
Did you ever think about just walking away and giving up?
Oh,
Doreen.
Doreen? No. I know he has, but I haven't. No.
So at the toughest time, you never.
Hold on, you.
tried-
I think you did. I think you did. We had be.
There was one time it was a thought, and it was after
How about you, Nation?
Oh hell yeah! In 30 years, we went through our ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? But we went through a part where she wasn't, I feel, emotionally available for me. And what that means is, she wouldn't give me no emotions. I would tell her something and it would be just like nothing. But then she'll jump on the phone and was laughing and giggling, or, being with her kids and was, showing them emotion and stuff. I'm like, man, I'm dealing with this shit, man. So no, I didn't say that in the beginning. I started playing Quran just because something was going on. I started playing Surah Baqarah, and it's just like nothing changed. So I was like, I'm about to be out. But we had a conversation about it, and it's been like on ever since. You know what I mean? Like we've been tight ever since. So she chose me. Thank you, baby. All right, y'all. So anybody else want to jump on this, man? Like, nope. All right, y'all. So this has been an episode, my vacation episode of the Nasheed Jackson podcast, and I see y'all again, man. I see y'all again soon.